In my last video lesson, I was discussing how widening your throat and creating that dumb teddy bear yawn kind of sound helps you bridge over those register changes. It's a good way to introduce that skill of changing register seamlessly to yourself. And so now I want to go to the opposite side of that tonal spectrum, to a brighter, more nasally, brighter, usually referred to as twang sound in the voice, in order that you can mix and match and have a wide spectrum, a wide repertoire of sounds at your disposal. Now keep in mind, in another previous video lesson, this one here, I was warning against getting too technical with the anatomical, mechanical need to do certain things with your body in order to create these different sounds. This stuff is innate. We're born to make these different sounds. So quite often somebody will say to get a twang or that bright edge in the sound, that projecting ring, you'll have to contract or narrow your aryepiglottal sphincter muscles. And that's a fancy way to say the swallowing muscles just above the larynx here are going to narrow, and what that does is take what is the high end just above your larynx here, the high end in your sound, and channels it in a very narrow resonator, whoop, right up. It's easier, like I said in that other video, to just use adjectives to yourself. Typically the way that's described, that sound, is nasty. If you're looking at a bratty or like a schoolyard bully, nah, 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 that kind of nasty. Now, there's two kinds of nasty here, and I'm not talking about the, ooh, that's nasty. That would be the other kind of open throat. I'm talking about when a little bug runs across the table and your buddy picks it up and eats it with his little leg sticking out still, and you go, oh, that's nasty! I'm talking about that sound. Okay, so that sound in an exercise may be a little stressful. And again, if you're thinking about what to tell your body to do, you're going to add too much to the event. So I always want you to remain comfortable, and we're looking for a really edgy, nasty, whiny sound. Do a simple little melody here. Na 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 na. Make it that obnoxious. Na 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 na. Try not to scrunch your nose too much or add any facial muscles. We want to reserve those for when you're singing a song and expressing yourself. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Totally obnoxious. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Keep it really edgy. Na 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 na. You do it. Ladies. Na 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 na. Keep it really edgy. Here, comfortable, and just one more. Now, if that high note up there or any of those notes feels dry or ticklish, if you're getting a little irritation in there, you're doing too much, you're adding too much muscle. That's why I don't like to think the word belt or think the word twang even, because it's gonna sort of inspire you to look for a feeling that equals you're gonna make that sound. You're gonna instruct your body what to do, and your body's not stupid. It knows how to do that. As I said, in any natural circumstance, your voice will reflect your emotion. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty! So if you simply allow yourself to be animated, these sounds are at your disposal to begin with. But in a song, we're going to do so in a much more organized or contrived way. Some days you might not feel like the emotion in a song, but yet you're getting paid to create that illusion. So as artists, we have to call up these sounds to cue the listener, to trigger their emotions. You want to use the minimal amount of musculature to do that, and in order to do that, we need deep skills. So now, that epiglottic sphincter right here and the pharynx, which is the area of throat here, they create an interesting combination. When everything is narrow, na, 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 we get that really bright sound. When everything is wide, no, 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 you get that yawny sound. But what about if it's narrow at the bottom and wider at the top of the throat? Now we get what's called a ring. No, no, no. It's like a combo platter. A little bit of that woof and a little bit of that edge in there. And so taking the same little pattern we did, no, 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 no. You're looking for the brightness and the depth at the same time. No, 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 no. Look for it. I should say ask for it. Too high, guys, just sing an octave low. No, 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 no. Rich. Here. And one more. Now, when we combine those two, you may re-aggravate that little bridge area between registers. No, no, no. It might crack up on you, and all that means is that you're asking your throat to be too rigid. The air pressure is imbalanced, it's not proportionate, and so that equation, if it's ever imbalanced or doesn't align properly, you're going to get a kickback. That's just the laws of nature. So go back to the woofy sound and keep working on that skill of bridging over, and then slowly add in, slowly mix in, slowly blend in a little more brightness to your skill level. It should never tickle, it should never feel dry, you should never feel fatigued after doing an exercise like this. But it will bring you to a spectrum of sounds that allows you a full palette, a full paint box in which to paint when you are singing a song. So keep these two words in mind above all else: comfort and control. You will always ask for comfort first. No sound is worth you being uncomfortable. That's unsustainable. And control is obviously, we want the whole spectrum, all pitches, all volumes, all timbres, all rhythms. Keep at it, my friends. I'm Mark Baxter for Lesson.com.